It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Purdy. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Hawks on Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their...
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Seattle. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Purdy's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 12 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. We talk about the Seahawks defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Trayvon Walker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Hayner. That ball caught by Campbell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Seahawks sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hayner from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd down and 6 now. Purdy now to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive 7 plays in length. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 101 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Hayner looking to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, Hayner. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. To throw is Hayner. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle, turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, it's Haener. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Haener. Oh, it's caught on the right side of Smith. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Haener sets to throw it. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go.
And he's across the chalk. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Israel Abanikanda with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And here comes the Texans now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Purdy is set up to throw it here. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Fights loose. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's caught, Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Hayner here from the gun. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 19. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The give now to Abanikanda. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Throwing, Hayner. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Chubb. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Hayner here to throw it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Purdy's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Eskridge, the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Purdy. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You guys have been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
And they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Hayner on 1st and 10. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The former Nittany Lion, Pat Freiermuth, ready to begin another drive with the rest of this offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Texans. Pat Freiermuth, 36 yards. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Hayner. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Hayner looking to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Fights him off. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To throw is Hayner. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Hayner going bootleg here. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
On the toss, Abanikanda. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks! From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Completes this one to Pickens. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Purdy. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
We can't have that.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Purdy's throw complete there to Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Pickens. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. First and 10, Haener going to the air. It's caught, Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 15-yard
In motion right, Campbell. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up third down and 2.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing, Haener. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Purdy to throw it on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing here, Purdy. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Purdy. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks 11-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Abanikanda once again. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Painter. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Abanikanda. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Easily. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Easily. Able to power through. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Hayner sets to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Neil Farrell putting his mark on the game with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Hayner. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
At the 19-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. This is Brown. And he won't be close to a 1st down, right around the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 47 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 7. A minute 52 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's Hayner. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Hayner looking to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Should be the final act of the ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous road. Doesn't matter the opponent. Get out of there like you stole something. And they did it. So for the Texans, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.